Okay, let's dive right in. Imagine transforming your heart health. Drastic, uncomfortable overhauls, but through these tiny, almost invisible adjustments to your day. Seriously, what if I told you that adding just a single gram of a specific nutrient, just 1 gram, could start lowering your harmful cholesterol by a full 1%? And that astonishing claim is our starting point for this deep dive. Our mission today is really to cut through all the noise and pull out the most powerful, actionable nuggets of knowledge from the information we've looked at. We want to give you a shortcut, really, to understanding how these genuinely small dietary changes can create significant, measurable results for your heart.
Yeah, and this isn't about, throwing out your entire kitchen.
Not at all. It's about smart, subtle shifts, kind that start a ripple effect you can actually feel.
And I think what's often missed is just how much power lies in those consistent small choices. We're sort of conditioned to think that big health changes need massive effort. But the science we're exploring today really points to a path that's much more integrated. It's about optimizing, not completely overhauling everything.
Exactly. Okay, so let's jump into our first key player. A real unsung hero, soluble fiber. Can you actually imagine how just swapping out your usual breakfast could start lowering your cholesterol by that crucial 1%, like day after day?
It does sound remarkably simple, but soluble fiber is, it's quite amazing because of how it works. Unlike other fibers, it has this unique property. It dissolves in water, and when it does, it forms this kind of gel-like substance right there in your digestive system.
A gel, okay.
Yeah, think of this gel as a super efficient binder. It actively grabs onto what we call cholesterol precursors. Those are basically the building blocks your liver uses to make cholesterol. And it also binds to bile acids, which your body makes from cholesterol to help digest fats. So by binding to these, the fiber essentially traps them. It stops them from being reabsorbed back into your bloodstream and escorts them right out of your body. It's like a daily, gentle cleanup crew, stopping that cholesterol before it even gets a chance to build up.
So it's basically a clever gut shield, tackling the problem proactively. And that 1% rule we mentioned, that's directly linked to this.
Absolutely. For every single gram of soluble fiber you add to your diet, research strongly indicates you could see your LDL cholesterol, that's the bad kind, drop by about 1%.
1 gram, 1%. That's easy to remember.
It is. And leading dietary guidelines, they recommend aiming for about 5 to 10 grams per day. If you hit that target, studies consistently suggest you could reduce your harmful LDL cholesterol by up to 10%.
10%. That's a really significant impact for something that feels so, natural.
It really is. And the great thing, many of these fiber-rich foods are probably already in your kitchen. Take oats, for example.
Oh yeah, oatmeal.
A classic. They're packed with a specific soluble fiber called beta-glucan. It's incredibly well-researched for lowering cholesterol. Just 1 serving of oatmeal gives you maybe 1 to 2 grams of it.
So swapping out that sugary cereal or pastry.
Exactly. Start your day with a comforting bowl of oatmeal. Maybe top it with some fresh fruit. It's not just tasty, it's a really smart move for your heart.
A warm bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect start. But it's not just oats, is it? You mentioned barley too, another sort of hidden hero.
Absolutely. Barley's another fantastic source of beta-glucan. Just 100 grams of cooked barley, that's about, half a cup maybe? Can give you 3 grams or more of soluble fiber.
And it's versatile.
Totally. It's a bit of a culinary chameleon. You can throw it into soups to make them heartier, toss it in salads for texture, or just use it as a side dish instead of rice. Super easy to add in.
Okay, so we've got whole grains covered. But what about fruits? Do they play a role here too?
Spot on. Many fruits are rich in pectin, which is another powerful type of soluble fiber. Think apples, strawberries, citrus fruits like oranges.
Simple stuff.
Really simple. Grab an apple for a snack mid-morning, have some strawberries for dessert, toss an orange in your lunch bag. These are genuinely effortless ways to boost your fiber intake. Plus, you get all those essential vitamins and antioxidants too. And to make it even simpler, you could try creating like a mental checklist for your meals, or even jot it down.
Like a fiber checklist.
Exactly. Start with oatmeal for breakfast, maybe for lunch, a green bowl with that barley and an apple. And for dinner, try making beans or lentils the star a couple of times a week. These aren't big, disruptive changes. They're small, consistent choices that really do add up over time. You'll see that measurable difference. It's about building a habit, 1 bite at a time.
Okay, so soluble fiber is like this fantastic sweep-out crew for cholesterol. Great start.
Yeah.
But what if we could actually block cholesterol before it even gets absorbed? That sounds even more direct.
Right, this is where we get into intercepting it more directly. And yes, we can do that with something called plant sterols and stanols.
Plant sterols. Okay, tell us more. What are they and how do they actually work inside us?
Well, they're natural compounds. You find them in small amounts in lots of plant-based foods. Their magic, really, is in their structure. They look so much like cholesterol that they basically trick your body. They compete for the same absorption sites in your gut that cholesterol normally uses.
So they kind of elbow cholesterol out of the way.
Pretty much. When the plant sterols occupy those spots, less of the actual dietary cholesterol gets absorbed into your bloodstream. The bad stuff just gets passed through and eliminated.
Like a gatekeeper for your gut.
Exactly. A very selective gatekeeper.
That's brilliant. But here's the catch, right? Getting enough just from, say, nuts and seeds naturally, that's tough. We need about 2 grams a day for a real impact.
You're absolutely right. While they are naturally in seeds, nuts, vegetable oils, fruits, veggies, the amounts in typical servings are usually too small to hit that effective dose. And that's exactly why fortified foods become so important here.
Fortified foods.
Yeah, lots of everyday products now have plant sterols or stanols added specifically to help you reach that 2-gram target easily. Things like certain plant-based spreads, some yogurts, even some plant milks.
Okay, so these are substitutions we can make almost without thinking, like swapping butter for a fortified spread.
Precisely. Or having one of those fortified yogurts as a snack or with breakfast. It feels seamless because you're not adding some strange new food, you're just making a smarter swap within your existing habits.
And the impact.
Well, clinical studies consistently show that getting about 2 grams of plant sterols or stanols a day can lower LDL cholesterol levels by up to 10%.
Another potential 10% drop just from these easy swaps. That's incredible.
It really is remarkable for such a convenient change.
So if we combine this with the soluble fiber we talked about, do they work together? Is it like a multiplier effect?
Absolutely. This is what experts often call the portfolio approach. When you combine strategies, plant sterols, plus a fiber-rich diet, the results are often synergistic. You get an even greater benefit.
So they boost each other.
Exactly. It gives you superior results without feeling like you've made huge sacrifices. My practical advice, just try introducing one fortified product consistently.
Just one to start.
Yeah, use that fortified spread every day for, say, 3 weeks. See how you feel, maybe get your levels checked if possible. It's a small commitment that can lead to really significant changes.
Okay, so we've got fiber sweeping things out, plant sterols blocking absorption. Now let's tackle that big assumption, fats. For ages, they've been painted as the bad guys for heart health. But what if the secret isn't cutting out all fat, but just choosing the right kind?
It's so true. The whole fat narrative has been confusing, hasn't it? Lots of misinformation out there. But the science now tells a clearer, more nuanced story. It's definitely not about demonizing all fats. We absolutely need to differentiate between saturated fats, the ones known to increase LDL cholesterol, and unsaturated fats, which actually improve your cholesterol profile.
Right, so saturated fats like in butter, fatty meats, full-fat dairy, but unsaturated fats, they're actually our friends. We're talking olive oil, avocados, nuts, seeds, fatty fish. And they don't just lower the bad LDL, right? They boost the good HDL too.
That's the crucial part. HDL, high-density lipoprotein, is often called the cleanup crew for your blood vessels. It's vital.
The cleanup crew, I like that.
Yeah, its job is to gather up excess cholesterol from your arteries and carry it back to the liver to be processed and removed. So when you choose unsaturated fats over saturated ones, you're not just reducing the bad stuff, you're actively empowering that essential cleanup crew. It's a fantastic dual benefit.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So give us some simple, practical, maybe even delicious ways to get more of these healthy fats into our daily lives without it feeling like a chore.
Well, a really simple switch is moving from creamy, buttery sauces or heavy dressings to just a drizzle of good quality olive oil.
Like on salads or roasted veggies.
Exactly. Small change, big nutritional impact. And then nuts. Studies suggest consuming just 2 ounces of nuts a day. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, whatever you like, can lower LDL by an average of 5%.
5% just from nuts. Plus they have other benefits too, right? Omega-3s, fiber.
They're little powerhouses. So swapping out, say, a bag of crisps for a handful of almonds, that's a definite win-win, both for health and, honestly, for satisfaction.
Sounds good to me. What about fish?
Yes, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, fantastic sources of those unsaturated fats, especially omega-3s. They don't just lower LDL, they also help reduce triglycerides and inflammation. Both are critical for overall heart health.
But what if someone really doesn't like fish? Are there good alternatives for those omega-3s?
Definitely. For people who aren't keen on fish, ground flax seeds or chia seeds are excellent plant-based options.
Oh yeah, you can add those to anything.
Totally. Sprinkle them on your oatmeal, blend them in a smoothie, add them to baking. They're quiet but really potent sources of omega-3s and fiber.
This sounds like we're not just making tiny tweaks, but actually building a healthier plate overall.
Yeah.
How can someone easily visualize this, maybe for their next meal?
Yeah. Thinking about intentional meal planning. Maybe visualize your plate before you start cooking. Mentally divide it. Make sure one part has healthy fats, maybe some avocado in your salad or that olive oil drizzle, another section for lean protein or that fatty fish, and the rest. Fill it up with colorful, fiber-rich veggies and whole grain.
A balanced plate.
Exactly. It makes meals satisfying and highly effective for improving your cholesterol. It's like creating this synergistic defense system for your heart.
Okay, so the core message here really seems clear. Lowering cholesterol doesn't need some massive, overwhelming diet overhaul, does it?
Not at all.
It's about these small, consistent, and actually quite effective steps that fit into your life. Adding oats, swapping butter for that fortified spread, choosing olive oil. Each choice makes a difference over time.
The real power is just in getting started.
So here's the actionable step for everyone listening. Pick just one of these changes today. Just one. And build from there. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection.
Absolutely. Your heart deserves that effort.
Every conscious bite you take works towards a healthier future.
And this raises an important question for all of us, I think. If these seemingly small, almost effortless dietary tweaks can have such a profound impact on something as fundamental as heart health, what other seemingly tiny daily choices might be holding unexpected transformative power over our overall well-being?
That's definitely something worth reflecting on, isn't it? Stay motivated, everyone. Stay curious and keep taking those positive actions. Remember, every healthy choice really does add up. We'll see you in the next deep dive.